Alright, so I'm going to be doing my fad diet critique on Optifast. So basically this presentation is going to go over just kind of like generally like what this diet is about, and then I'm going to be moving on to the website to critique the diet with the red flags that we were given. So basically how it's promoted on the website is that it's a medically supervised weight loss program that closely monitors and assesses progress towards better health and emotional well-being. The program utilizes a meal replacement plan that transitions to self-prepared everyday meals in conjunction with comprehensive patient education and support. So this is for individuals, whether adults or teens, with a BMI that is considered obese, which is a BMI over 30 for adults, and also for those with a BMI greater than 28 with weight-related medical conditions. So this diet has 3 different phases. So you have an active weight loss phase, which is 1 to 4 months, and this is where the patient starts by meeting with their medical provider for monitoring and counseling. Patients will also start to consume a diet of nutritionally complete Optifast full meal replacement products. Then after that, you have the transition phase, which is 4 to 5 months. This is where the patient gradually transitions back to self-prepared meals while they attend classes to help change their approach to food and alter their long-term lifestyle. Lastly, you have the maintenance phase, which is 6 to 24 months, or can be more than that. And this is where the patients are encouraged to participate in ongoing support sessions to help maintain their weight loss and manage their long-term weight goals. And this phase may also include partial meal replacements. So overall, this program I found was not really flexible enough to allow people with different food choices or preferences and lifestyles to use it successfully, due to you having to use just the products that they recommend you use, which I'm going to show y'all in a little bit. And also too, there is a lot of work that needs to be put into this, but it is easy to follow because you're not having to think about your meal choices. You're literally just using whatever products that you're told to use by the person that you meet up with at their select clinics. It doesn't really provide a lot of variety due to you having to stick strictly to the meal replacement food options that they give you, but it eventually allows for more variety during the second and, of course, the third phase. And it also does provide for weight maintenance after the goal weight is achieved. So this does require you purchasing products from the clinic themselves. Since medical monitoring is involved, there could be fees in regards to 1-hour preliminary exam, lab testing, personalized weight loss plan, counseling sessions, education materials, activity plans, and continued medical assessments. And this also may or may not be covered by insurance, or they will only cover a portion. And you have to think that this is something that somebody may be doing for up to 6 to 24 months, or even, more than that. And you also have to consider too the addition of any weight loss surgeries that may take place in traveling to the clinic for routine checkups. So, like I said earlier, these are the products that they have. So they have shakes, they have meal replacement bars, they have different soup mixes, they have OptiSource, which is the vitamins that you take, it seems, after bariatric surgery, off of their website, which like I said, I'll show y'all in a second. And then also they have supplements of fiber and protein. And just to go over some of the case histories that they provide on their website, this is actually older case studies that they had on their website when we looked at fad diets. I want to say it was like fall 2018 we looked at fad diets. So I'm going to show you guys the pictures that they have now versus the ones they have on the website. So basically they provide only these 8 case studies on the website, and only 3 of the older case studies show before and after pictures, but the newer case studies that they have on there, or the case histories they have on there today, don't show any before and after pictures. And all case histories do discuss how they got into the program and how great it worked for them. So it kind of just is questionable as to how authentic they sound, because they don't talk about the negatives, they only talk about the positives. And also too, I want to note that in the bottom row, the third person, which is Monica, she is from like the older case histories, and she's also the only one from the old case histories that's on the new case histories on the website today. And just to make note, this dye does not have any type of magic bullets in it. And then these are the before and after pictures that was on the older version of the website. So this is the current website that they have for Optifast, and I want to go over the red flags that we were assigned to look at for this presentation today. So I'm going to start off with number 2, which is claims that sound too good to be true. So they do claim that Optifast is used before weight loss surgery, and they do have products that are used for this process, which is what this program's aimed to do. So I think those claims are fine. But I think that this second claim sounds too good to be true as to Optifast being an alternative to weight loss surgery. And I feel like this is too good to be true because these products are aimed to help people lose weight to be able to get the surgery. So I don't really think that these products should be also marketed to completely like have people not get the surgery at all, because I feel like if they are supposed to be in the surgery, that there's something that they really need. So I don't think they should just be avoiding the surgery altogether. So now I'm going to be going to the success stories and pointing out a couple of things there. So like I said earlier, they only have very few select success stories. And like I also mentioned too, that Monica is from the old website as well. And this also, the claim that they have down here also goes into, I'm going to say probably number 16, which is disclaimers usually in small or difficult to read print, due to this statement only saying that these people are New You contest winners. So these stories are probably, I'm going to say more on the higher end of success versus the average success that people have in this diet. And also, too, they do show on all the success stories at the beginning, like how much weight they lost, which is, I mean, if you just saw these, you'd be like, oh yeah, like this diet really works, like a lot of people losing weight. But this is based on people who take this diet, like, I'm going to say to the extreme, you know, they're able to lose 30 to 25 pounds within a year compared to the average majority of the patients who are only able to lose 19 to 15 pounds after 2 to 3 years. So I think like these success stories, even though they're very positive and all that good stuff, they lead you to think that you can get this done very quickly when this is in fact like a very long-term process for most people that takes a lot of commitment. So you're just not going to be able to get the weight loss surgery right away or see the pounds like go off immediately. This is something that is going to take time, and I think that they really mislead people with these success stories. And let's see. The next thing I want to get into is number 7, which is information that promotes the product's benefits while overlooking its risks. So I'm going to show you guys the product that they currently have on their website, which is pretty much the same that I showed in my presentation. And I think that these products overlook the risk of what you may be losing during, especially during that first phase, where it's like you got to think like you're eating only highly processed, very few select products that, even though they may provide you with like the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that you need, you're not getting it from whole foods like whole fruits, whole vegetables, whole sources of grains and proteins and stuff like that. So I think that it needs to be probably looked into a little bit further as to how it affects you when you're only consuming them in like supplemental form, pretty much, compared to whole food forms. And let's see. Lastly, I want to go over how they came to be a science-based program. So they have throughout their website, like on this first page that usually you'll see whenever you pull up the website, they do have, I'm not quite sure if it's their studies or other studies based on this diabetes prevention program type diet. They do have citations throughout their website and throughout their different steps here that lead to these, I guess, studies that were done And as you can see, this one like here, for example, doesn't look like it was done by Optifast themselves. So I think it's good that they're trying to back it up with science. And it's also positive too that they are able to, have this in a clinic and with medical professionals who are mostly trying to lead people from, losing the weight so they can get the surgery in order to get back on track with regular eating, and that they are following up with these patients and not just letting them go after they do the products and lose the weight. So there's somebody to hold them accountable. But I want to point out this study specifically, which I'm going to say falls underneath number 9 of the red flags, which is simplistic conclusions drawn from complex studies, and also recommendations based on a single study, because this is mostly the main study that most people are going to see when they pull up the website. Most people aren't going to pay attention to those in-text citations like we do as dietitians. So when most people see this study, they're going to think, oh, like, it's easily broken down. They see all the pictures and stuff like that, and they're probably going to think, oh, this study like really works if they, care to look at the results. But I feel like it's kind of weird that, yeah, they have all their results and everything right here, but they don't have the actual, like, full, study listed somewhere. And I don't really understand why they don't just have, like, a PDF version of it, with the abstract, introduction, methods, and everything that you usually see within a study. So that's one thing I'm not really quite sold on this being like the sole study that shows that this program works. And as we know, a lot of researchers usually needed to back up any type of diet that people are going to be on. So I think they don't really have the right amount of studies yet to be able to say that this is a science-based program that delivers weight loss for healthy gains.